Hi Venus. Now I'm going to discuss about local anesthesia. So local anesthesia, now I'm going to split into three parts. Okay. Part one is a written notes. Okay. This is a video of part one. So part two, I'll be discussing by one more video in the form of a good PPT taken directly from the textbook pics. And part three is problem solving and application based things, which will be discussed directly on the group. So once you're done with 1, 2, 3, I want everyone to give an examination. I'm going to drop an examination on the website, which you have to complete, and we'll have one more discussion on LA. So this is how I have planned LA for you. So in this part one, I'm going to cover most of the MCQs which were previously asked, which are regularly asked. Okay. So first of all, classification of local anesthesia. So local anesthesia is classified into, esters, amides, and quinines. Okay. So in this, the most of your questions will move like this. Okay, which of the following is ester? Which of the following is an amide? So I'll give an easy technique to identify these esters and amides. Okay, coming to esters. Okay, so esters are again subdivided into two types. They are esters of benzoic acid, esters of para-aminobenzenoic acid. So easy to identify the esters of para-aminobenzenoic acid because they have a letter pro in them. Okay, you can see a letter pro will be present in them. So you can see all the examples: chloroprocaine, procaine, prooxyprocaine. So these are the three examples which comes under esters and the subclass esters of para-aminobenzenoic acid. So the next one is esters of benzoic acid. So any ester will have one I in it. Okay, the easy way of identifying in the options is they have a single I. The exception is piperacine. Piperacine is the only ester which has two I's in it. You can see one I is this and one I is this. Okay, so esters regularly will have only one I in it. Okay, the only exception is piperacine. Okay, so the most commonly asked question in the esters is cocaine. Okay, so what are the points which you have to make a note about cocaine? Cocaine is the first LA, is the first natural LA, is the first ester to be identified, and cocaine has the intrinsic vasoconstrictor activity, which is a specific feature which is seen only in the case of your cocaine. Okay, the next goes is cocaine. The users of cocaine are called as walking bombs. Okay, the users of cocaine are called as walking bombs. Okay, so we are done with the brief introduction of the esters. Now I'm going to the classification of amides. So easy way of identifying an amide is almost all the amides will have two I's in it. You can see the examples: artikine, bupivacaine, dibukine, okay, lidocaine, bupivacaine, prilocaine. All these has two I's. So easy way of identifying the amide is amides will have two I's in it. Okay, two I's letters. So we are done with the basic classification. So apart from the regular mode of question, like which of the following is ester, which of the following is amide, all of the following are esters except. So apart from this regular mode of question, the other mode of question is application based question. So for example, okay, anyway, this application based part I'm going to cover in the part 2, but just make a note, the metabolism. Okay, the metabolism of esters takes place in plasma, whereas the metabolism of amides takes place in the liver. So in the case of liver damage, or in the case of your liver diseases, amides are contraindicated. It's better to go with esters. Okay, so this is the basic, because they can ask you which of the following is metabolized in the liver. Means indirectly they're asking which of the following is an amide. Which of the following are metabolized only in the plasma. Okay, so plasma is esters. So apart from this, just make a note about the only single example in this particular group, which is again a most commonly asked question. So we'll go for most of the single liners. As already discussed with the cocaine, what I have discussed, cocaine users are also called as walking bombs. It's the first LA. It's the first natural LA. It is the only natural LA. It has intrinsic vasoconstrictor activity. So next one is next important thing that you have to make a note is about when you're talking about chloroprocaine. Chloroprocaine is the shortest acting LA. Okay, it has uh, along with the Procaine, it has the least half-life, and it is the shortest acting of all the LAs. And coming to the, as it is shortest acting, it is most commonly used in the children. You can just make a note about this. Whereas coming to the Procaine has the maximum pKa value. The pKa value is the maximum for. pKa value is the minimum for. They can ask you about the pKa values, which I am going to discuss in the part 2. But right now, please make a note that Procaine is the anesthesia which is having the highest pK value. So coming to the few more important points about these amides. Okay, the first one I want to make a note is articaine. Okay, articaine, few people will consider articaine as a trans one between the esters and amides. It's a middle of the esters and amides, which has the capacity to work both as esters as well as amides, and it is most effective in endodontics. Okay, just make a note, it is most effective in endodontics. Coming to the bupivacaine, the next important aspect. Okay, bupivacaine is a LA of choice in the case of hot tooth. I hope you remember in endo we'll have hot tooth. Hot tooth is a tooth which does not respond to local anesthesia. So in such conditions, the better option can be bupivacaine, followed by bupivacaine. If you don't have bupivacaine in the options, then you can think of articaine. So bupivacaine followed by articaine are the LAs of choice in the case of hot tooth. And similarly, there is a bit of controversy, but according to the Malamud, which is taken as a reference book for most of your MCQs, okay, the LA which has maximum half-life is bupivacaine. Okay, make a note, there are few controversies regarding this statement among many MCQ books which are taken the old references, but make a note, according to the Malamud or according to MDS Conquer, bupivacaine is the LA which is having the maximum half-life, because bupivacaine is nowadays most commonly used, so definitely Papacetus will give bupivacaine as an option. It is the LA with the maximum half-life, and it is the LA with the maximum duration of action, and it is the LA which is most toxic. Okay, once it was given as cardiotoxic. Cardiotoxicity is more with bupivacaine. Most toxic LA is bupivacaine. LA is LA which has the maximum duration of action. LA which has the maximum half-life. All these answers are bupivacaine. LA of choice in the case of hot tooth is again bupivacaine. But make a note, according to the chronological order, the first amide to be discovered is dibucaine. Okay, the first amide to be discovered is dibucaine. And they can ask you, which of the following anesthesia can be used without any vasoconstrictor? Should be used without any vasoconstrictor. The answer is bupivacaine. And they can ask you, which is the local anesthetic of choice in the revascularization. I hope you remember the pulp revascularization therapy is there, right? In such conditions, the LA that should be used in the revascularization therapy is bupivacaine, because it does not have any vasoconstrictor in it. Okay, they can ask you one more question. Cutaneous vasoconstrictor is present in bupivacaine. Okay, cutaneous vasoconstrictor is present in bupivacaine. So apart from this, the few more things to be added is prilocaine and articaine. Okay, prilocaine and articaine, they shows methemoglobinemia. Okay, they shows this methemoglobinemia. And this methemoglobinemia, basically this prilocaine, which get metabolized both in the lung also. So it's going to split first of all into the primary metabolite, that is orthotoledone. So this orthotoledone is mainly responsible for the causing of methemoglobinemia. And similarly, the sedative effect of lidocaine. So lidocaine is going to break into two active metabolites. So these are the two active metabolites which are primary responsible for the sedative effect of lidocaine. So it's not lidocaine that is responsible, it is the primary metabolites, these two metabolites, which are responsible. Similarly, the methemoglobinemia that is caused by prilocaine is basically due to the orthotoledone, which is the primary metabolite of this. Okay, so these are the important aspects that you have to make a note about the basic pharmacology classification of local anesthesia. Apart from this, we have biological site classification basing upon the duration of action. There is one more classification. All these we will be discussing in the part 2. So this is the main content that really requires a preparation from all the aspects, because Pharmacology is something that you have to interlink to one to another. Okay, so stay positive, and we'll be uploading the second video in a very short duration of time. All the best.